Is there such a thing as Netanyahu derangement syndrome? Are some people simply allergic to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel and around the world? So much so that just mentioning the idea that one would vote for Netanyahu or for the right wing makes it just like you've gone off the rails. You're off the deep end. You're no longer a normal part of society. Are there swaths of Israeli society that indeed look down at people who vote right wing and vote Netanyahu? A latest video, a comedy video, was put out. I saw it early on, and it was funny because it made fun of the idea that a secular family would have a son who would vote Bibi, Netanyahu. But then that video was amplified tremendously when Elon Musk retweeted it with the word LOL, laugh out loud. Indeed, through Elon Musk's retweet, this video was seen, at least at this filming, 31 million times. I think it behooves us to check this out and see if it's funny and true, this comedy troupe's idea that there is such a thing as Netanyahu derangement syndrome.
מסתבר שהבן של שבי רואה ערוץ 14.
So Arutz 14, just so you know, Channel 14, that's Israel's Fox. So what you see right now is a family that's obviously having a Shavuot, a Feast of Weeks meal. The reason I know that is because of the cheesecake, which is a traditional food for Shavuot. And so this Tel Aviv family is sitting around the table, and the mother says, can you believe that such and such a son, the son of Shabi, now watches Channel 14? Channel 14 is Israel's Fox. The father says, that's disgusting. Okay, so here we go. It begins.
גועל נפש. אמא, אבא, אני רוצה לספר לכם משהו.
Okay, so the son bangs on the glass, and he says, I have to tell you something. And the father says, you're homosexual. This is a coming out of the closet moment.
מה?
And the father and the son says, what?
תיתן לילד לומר בעצמו שהוא אמר?
וואי, לצאת מהארון זה כזה 2019.
Okay, so coming out of the closet is still 2019, and the son says,
אני לא אומר.
I'm not gay.
אנחנו תמיד נאהב.
We will always love you, though. If you say that you're gay, it's okay. We will always love you, says the father. Let the boy speak.
לילד לדבר. אני ימני.
The son says, no, I'm a right winger. I'm a nationalist. And the father, in a great frozen frame here, spits out his wine. No way. And now comes the even worse message.
אוקיי. אנחנו נעבור את זה ביחד.
הכל בסדר, אף אחד לא מושלם.
Nobody's perfect. Everything's okay, says the father. And the mother's like, we're gonna deal with this together.
ימין.
Are you really right wing? Like Bennett? Now Naftali Bennett is like center, right? And he kind of says right wing things sometimes, but like the right wing does not think he's really right wing. But so the father is like, you mean Bennett, which is more or less acceptable in Tel Aviv.
הנה.
Eisenkot, same thing.
וואי,
Now the daughter says, who's going to tell him that those guys are not right wing at all? Boomer, like you're from a previous generation.
בומר.
אני ביביסט.
So the next phrase is, I'm a Netanyahuist. I'm a Bibiist. Now the word Bibiist in Hebrew means I'm a pro Bibi person. Like I'm a Bibi follower. Okay, אני Bibiist.
איך זה יכול להיות? אתה עובד בארץ?
How could it be? You work in high tech, which is where the left is. Where the Israeli left is. No way. How could this happen?
הייטק.
And my son is a Bibiist. Oh no. The father says, you read books. That means you can't be such a fool. Anything but Bibi. The father says you appreciate culture, for God's sakes.
תרבות למען השם.
תקשיבי, הם רבים בפיצוצים, כי אף שלי אמר שהוא ביביסט הזה, אז אני לא יכולה לסבור אותה.
And the daughter is like, next generation. She's like, I can't stand my parents. They can't accept that my brother is a Bibiist.
אמא! הם שטפו לו.
Okay, so the mom's face lands inside cheesecake. The father says they brainwashed him during reserve duty.
את המוח במילואים.
But then the daughter says, but he's in Unit 8200, which is the Tel Avivian intelligence unit. I mean to say it's considered a part of the Israeli left, right? It's like a joke. It's like he's not in Golani or in the paratroopers. He's in the kind of Tel Avivian left high tech bubble in the army as well.
2.
So, they're all freaking out.
בוא
Call an
נדבר מה
ambulance.
שהיא טובעת בעוגה!
אולי להתקשר זה אחרי 2019.
אמא! אמא!
אתם לא לבד. מעל 2 מיליון
Okay, you're not alone. More than 2 million right-wing voters
מצביעי ימין מתמודדים
deal with
בכל שנה עם
discrimination,
אפליה, כעס
anger and
ושנאה,
hate.
רק בגלל
Solely due to
דעתם
their
הפוליטית.
political
חפשו
opinions.
בגוגל, ביביסט, לא חצי בן אדם.
אל תלכי לו! אמא! אבל מה רע בלהיות הומו? אתה אמיתי איתי?
So, what's wrong with being gay? And the son is like, what are you talking about? Like this, are you being real right now? And it's Happy Shavuot. So this movie went super viral in Israel. Then it went viral globally. Just a bit of analysis on this movie. First thing is, Israel is a polarized society in some ways. Some ways there's a lot of unity. In other ways, there's polarities. And, amongst the right wing, if somebody becomes a left winger, they're also ostracized. So just to be fair, nobody likes it when their kid goes to the opposite political side, and it seems completely crazy, right? It's like for nationalists, if a nationalist son or daughter became left wing, it's like a big talk of the town. Like he's totally gone off the rails. He believes in giving away the land. He believes in progressive values. He doesn't care about Judaism. And for the Tel Aviv folks that we saw in the comedy troupe act, they're saying, how could you be so uncouth and uncultured and you read books, you're part of the enlightened community. How could you become so boorish and that you would vote for Bibi? One last point I wanted to say is that while I am, and I think I represent Israeli nationalism, I'm not always very happy with Netanyahu. I am happy with Netanyahu's economic policies generally, that he's really brought a lot of investment into the country, and the country's infrastructure, its credit rating and its infrastructure, therefore, is very high. The credit rating high, and therefore a lot of infrastructure is being built. I was recently given a lesson on this. And so Netanyahu has really helped build the country, and you could see it. The country's flourishing economically. But in terms of our global standing, and in terms of our war on our enemies, well, it was under the Netanyahu regimes that Hamas was able to gain such power to commit the atrocity of October 7th, and that we really have not gotten rid of any of our enemies in toto. We have a dangerous army in Egypt and a dangerous army in Turkey and continued danger from Iran. And we have the Judean Samaria Arabs who are more jihadists than ever. We have the jihad voting Israeli Arabs. And we have the problems, of course, of Gaza and Lebanon. So really, we have many, many fronts, and these fronts could have been dealt with earlier and better. So just because I'm nationalist doesn't mean I'm a Bibiist, but at the same time, I do recognize that there's a truth that in our sometimes polarized country, it's easy to see that the other side is completely irrational. But the point of the video is that nationalism in Israel is becoming cooler, and there is a swath of society which is not allowing that to take shape. Okay, they're the other side. But to recognize that, to recognize Netanyahu derangement syndrome, and to fight that. And this video, along with the push by the international media megastar Elon Musk, has gone viral and has made the point. I want to hear what you think about Bibiism. Are you a Bibiist? Or are you part of Netanyahu derangement syndrome? Or do you think that Netanyahu policies are good or not so good? Please let me know in the comment section below. Remember, you can go to Yishai.tv on the internet and Yishai Fleisher TV at YouTube. You can help us build Israel, because that's what we're doing. We're building Israel and building Israel's story. Join us at buildisrael.com or at buymeacoffee.com/Yishai. Sending you blessings from the land of blessings, where the renewal of the Jewish people in the land of Israel called Zionism lives, and where we're still hashing out the issues between left and right and many other issues of this great ingathering. God bless you wherever you are, and shalom.